Hey sexies, oh my god, I'm starting my podcast at 11:11 a.m. Oh my god, this is kind of really cool. Okay, anyways, welcome back to Interesting Nothings. Get comfortable and relax as we dive deep into my mind today. I'm your host, Jasmine Malone, and today we're going to be talking about my short hair experience. You guys, if you didn't already know, I did cut my hair early October, and we're going to be talking about everything that I liked, disliked, learned along the way. I mean, really, it was a roller coaster of sorts. Okay, it had twists, it had turns, it had loop-de-loops. Okay, so we're going to be talking about all of it, but before we get into that topic today, I do want to touch on how I've been feeling lately. So ever since the new year, I feel like I've been just up and down because I've had drama with my job, I've had drama in other places. Like, it just felt like at one point I was just, everywhere I looked was drama. Everywhere I looked was drama. And I guess I'll say it really looked like I was drowning for some reason. Like, it really looked like I felt like I couldn't breathe. Everything seemed so heavy. Even like sitting up and trying to like set up my podcast and just, dedicate some time to talk, or just, I don't know, doing the simple necessities that I needed for myself. It just wasn't like, I feel like my mental health was really declining. Now that I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, wow, my mental health was just so low. And like I said in my other episode, I was taking ashwagandha because I saw on Twitter that ashwagandha is like supposed to help with your stress and your anxiety or whatever. And I felt like this would be perfect for me to take while like going to work, or just take, as a little, I kind of want to say like supplement, but I guess it's not really a supplement. I don't know. It's a herb. So I tried it and it really just did not work for me. Like, it didn't work for me, which is crazy, bro. So call me rare, I guess. No, I'm kidding. No, but like literally I feel like I'm the only person where it like affected me wrong, because like everybody else was good, bro. And they swear by it. Because at first I was like, it should be working, right? Like, why do I feel more nervous? So why do I feel like I'm shaking? Like, this shouldn't, like, that's not how it's supposed to go. I have been through a valley, I guess you can say, and I'm trying to climb back up, you guys. I'm trying to climb back up. It's about to be spring. I can already kind of feel the spring energy. Just like plants and bugs and everybody, they want to like come out of hiding, a hibernation. I kind of want to come out of hibernation, which is crazy, but like, it's okay. We go through those seasons, okay? That's a part of life. Like, literally, it's a part of life. Like, I didn't think I would be going through like a season like this. Like, I never thought I would, but like, I am, and I'm recalibrating. Everyone has to recalibrate at some point, because life is so unpredictable and you don't know what's going to happen next, okay? So I said that all to say that I am getting my mental health together, and it's been feeling really, really nice. It's been refreshing. Like I said, it kind of feels like springtime, which is crazy because I do kind of feel like a boing boing, like a spring. Oh my God, bro, I'm kind of weird, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. You guys, okay, I'm trying to like get my thoughts back. Husa. Okay, so I've been trying to get my mental health together, and I have been just trying to take care of myself. Like yesterday, I actually had a spa night and I gave myself a face mask. Like, it was really, really nice. And I really love that I did that for myself. Like, I'm just going to touch on, like, I guess maybe I was just disassociating again. Like, oh my God, I'm figuring it out. I feel like I was disassociating for a little bit. And honestly, there were, like I said, it felt like I was drowning. So I think I feel similar. This is not like a new feeling. It's similar because I feel like I mean, if you watched my older episodes, I disassociated for a lot of my life, and I basically just, I don't know, I just stopped like taking care of myself, like, and that's horrible. Like, I hate that I let myself go. Like, I hate that, because I feel like if I was my top tier self all of my life, bro, I just wonder how I would be so different. Like, it kind of feels like I was fucking robbed. It feels like I was robbed, and it's just so sad. But anyways, I'm coming back, guys. I'm coming back. I'm getting my mental health together, and it's just wonderful. And you're going to be hearing about my life more because I'm going to be making more episodes. I'm going to be more consistent, guys. Like, I'm telling you, things are working out for moi, and I'm not letting anyone take that shit away because we are getting back on track. And let's just move on into our vibe check. Okay, if you don't already know, my vibe check has 3 sections. It has a music section, it has a mood section, and it has a poll question. And what I have in the music section is the song called No Weapon by YG featuring Nas. YG, I believe he released his new album earlier last year, and I heard the song, and I know Nas is an older rapper, so it was just kind of cool how like new school and old school was like gonna make a song. So that's why I was like, ooh, let me hear it. And it's kind of godly, it's kind of Christian-y, I guess. It has a hint of it, I feel like, in it, and I love it. I love the message. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I feel like I sound so weird, but yeah. They just like, I just love the song. So it definitely deserved to be in the vibe check because that is exactly what I'm trying to work on. No weapon formed against me shall motherfucking prosper. And that's why we are going to be on fire, because we are going to be a confident person. It doesn't matter who the fuck tries to do anything. Like, no, we are fucking strong. We are actually super strong. And I don't care what anyone says. Going into my mood, how am I feeling right now? I think I'm feeling like, I don't even know. Like, I just feel like I'm me. Like, I just feel like I'm me. Oh, this is going to be a cute episode. I already want to cry. Okay, guys, I'm on my period, but this is going to be like a really cute episode. Like, I actually really love this. Oh my God. Okay. My mood is me. Like, I'm literally about to cry because I do feel like myself. Like, this is why I need to be podcasting. This is why I need to be making YouTube videos, like doing what I was like. I felt so good doing this. Like, I really, really, truly like doing this. I love posting on social media. Like, that shit is so fun for me. Like, I genuinely love it. So that's why I need to continue working at it so I can be better and practice. Like, practice does kind of make perfect. I used to think like, oh, okay, practice makes perfect, but like it does. Like, you gotta practice. You gotta practice. Keep practicing. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna get back because nobody's about to throw me off my track. And just no, like, keep fucking practicing. Keep showing up. Eat healthy. In order to really love yourself, you need to feed your mind, which it's not like I wasn't eating, but I haven't been eating like healthy food. Like, if you eat healthy, you will feel healthier. That is the side effect of healthy food. That is why it is so expensive. I mean, you got to work for it, basically, which that's why I kind of like capitalism. And maybe that's what we all like. We need a system of something to like be able to take. Well, I guess not take, give and pull. Anyway, we are going into the philosophy of things. Oh my goodness. Or is that philosophy? Whatever. We're going into outside of the vibe check. Well, it's in the vibe check. Whatever. Let's get back to my mood though. I feel like me. And I just love that I chose that to be my mood because like it's gonna make me cry. Okay, my poll question, I put feminine or masculine. I feel like this was a perfect question for this episode because having short hair, and I'll touch on it later, having short hair kind of made me, I don't know, it made me kind of embrace my masculine side in a different way and like still a feminine way. Like, it was really, I liked experimenting that way. Like, it was actually really fun. So that's why I put feminine or masculine, because I'm going to talk about it a little bit and I feel like it kind of relates to this episode. I think I would choose feminine. I love femininity. Like, it's just so pretty. It's so like, I don't know, like, it's so open, it's so accepting, it's just so like, it's not hard, it's soft. Like, I love femininity, and I think that's why I'm embracing my wigs again and like more feminine hairstyles because I just love my feminine side, but I do have a masculine side, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I love my masculine side more because like I love like some bro shit. Some bro shit or like some nigga shit. Like at the end of the day, some nigga shit. Let's roll some fucking dice, nigga. Even though I don't think I've ever rolled dice. I just said that because I've seen other people do it and I want to do it. I just don't know how do you play that? But I feel like it's kind of simple. Like I feel like I could probably guess it, honestly. I feel like I could guess it, but that's crazy how like petty shit happened over dice. Like, come on now. Really over dice, but maybe since I haven't really played it, then I don't know the severity of it, but still it's just dice. Okay, but yeah, feminine or masculine. I think I like feminine. Feminine is just so, like I said, pretty and everything, and I would choose that at the end of the day, and that's why I am a female. I've always said this like to myself, and I've even mentioned this like to other people. I was like, I really love being a girl. And I'm like, oh wow, like being a girl is just like easier. And I've always wondered like, is being a girl actually easier or is being a man harder? Because I feel like being a man, there's just its own like equal, how do you say this? Its own hardships that are equal to the feminine experience. So I think we're basically equal, like duh. Okay, so let's go into the main topic of this video, which is my short hair experience, you guys. Okay, so I have a lot of notes here that I wrote down and I'm going to just jump right in. Let me see, how did I order this? Goodness gracious, oh my god. Okay, so I started October 3rd, 2022, and I put my wig on February 6th, 2023. So, oh my god, that's crazy. 10/3/22. So I did on October 3rd and then February 6th. I don't know how, like that kind of is kind of cute. It's like 3rd and 6th. But I actually made a hair chop video on my YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check that out, it's Butterfly Love. I'm going to be making 2 videos a week on there, so definitely look out for those as well. A weekly vlog of, you know, my daily life, and then a journal video because I personally love those journal videos, so we're going to work on those during the week and definitely make sure to look out for those. But anyways, okay, well, I feel like basically for like 2 of the months, like I didn't even really wear my hair out like that, so I kind of feel like it's like shorter because like I didn't wear it out the whole entire time. So it's been 4 months. Let's just go into why did I cut it. I wrote down my hair needed a restart. So guys, my hair was already like feeling like it just needed to be cut. Like it just felt like it needed to be cut. I tried to do so many things to it and I was like, you know what, I feel like my hair just needs a restart, because like I was really experimenting with my hair for like a long period of time, because like I really want to learn my hair and like style my hair and like go natural and do things like that. So I definitely just cut it off because I just felt like it needed a whole restart, and I feel like my hair is going to grow so much better because I'll learn it from the beginning. So I just felt like it was needed. My next point, I said I was tired of being sexually desired by men. So before I cut my hair, I was wearing wigs and I worked at a sports bar. So honestly, like I think I just needed a change. Like I needed a change because it felt like I was just constantly working all the time. Like I just got tired of being looked at by men. Like I was exhausted. I was so exhausted by that. So I felt like, well, having shorter hair will kind of like make them not like me. But then I'm gonna go into like what I really felt about that, because I was like, why don't y'all like me? I mean, no, I'm not a hoe. I'm not a hoe, guys. I'm not a hoe, guys. But yeah, so I was just tired of being sexually desired by men and I wanted to change up the narrative, okay? I wanted to experience something new, okay? Call me risky, call me adventurous, but that's exactly how I felt. I just wanted to feel different. My next point, I said I was going through a lot mentally and I needed a change, so kind of touched on that. But yeah, I definitely needed a change, and it just felt like it was time. Like I just know what girls feel like when they're like, I think I should cut my hair. I feel like it's so dramatic. Like, I'm just gonna cut my hair. I'm just gonna cut everything off. It was a little bit like that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I can be a dramatic bitch, okay? Okay? But it wasn't that dramatic because it's like I did my research and I balanced the pros and cons. And so it was partly impulsive, partly like I researched it and I'm like, something new should happen, okay? This is like an ethical choice, all right? Not just like, oh my God, I just want to do it. Okay, it's both. Okay, next thing I said was have wanted short hair for a while. I have wanted short hair for a while, I will say that. And I also said I wanted to take the risk and learn about myself in a different way, so kind of touched on that. Yeah, I wanted to learn about myself in a different way. I just wanted to be a little bit more risky and also just change it up. Like I said, I just need to change. Okay, now we're going to go into what I learned. And the first thing I wrote down was a 180 with men. And I kind of wanted this. I love feeling pretty, bro. Like, I really do. I love feeling pretty. I don't know. Like, I just had to stop for a second because I just, again, couldn't breathe. It felt like. So I guess I was like, I'll just sacrifice that because I feel like that would maybe help, alleviate some of the water. Oh no, I liked it, but I also didn't like it. Like, at the beginning, yeah, it felt freeing. It felt like, I was like, yay, finally, no one's gonna be looking at me. But then I miss people looking at me. I miss people looking at me, and it was just like they didn't like it. People do like it. That's the thing. They still do like it, but like they also don't like it at the same time. And I'm like, wow, like I've never felt that before. Like, that was completely new. And I was like, well, I like it, so I don't really care. But that kind of made it a little bit difficult because like I want to at least look appealing to other people. So if it looked like I wasn't appealing to them, I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, I'm used to like liking what I like and then people like it with me. So I just was like, okay, men, I guess they don't like it as much, which is fine. But I was also learning how to style it and everything, so I was like, well, maybe I'm not in the groove yet of like figuring out how to style my hair and make it look super cute. And like I always do, I just like to smooth out the bumps along the road. So I was like, you know what, if I continue to just wait it out and see, it might just get better. I had hope. Okay, I was like, it could get better and maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. It's basically all it was. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of miss like male attention though. Like, even though like it was like gone, not really gone though, because people, like I said, people still liked it. Okay, we're moving on now. I also wrote down, I tapped into my masculine side. So like I said before, already mentioned, my masculine side was definitely brought out, and it was just like, wow, this is what I like look like as like I kind of like a guy. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, not like a guy because I was still feminine. Like, it's not like I completely switched and it was like a 180 with my style. Like, I was still me. It's just like, I had a different look, and it was really cool. It was refreshing. Like, I was like, wow, this is like, I'm getting a different reaction with that too. Like I said, it was like a complete 180. So yeah, that was really fun. And I still love my masculine side, and that can still come out whenever I'm wearing like wigs or whatever. Ultimately, I really loved my masculine side, and I still do. Next thing I wrote down was that I felt that I looked more street/unconventional. So yeah, I love this too. Like, I feel like I looked more street. I feel like I looked more unconventional. Like, I remember this one girl, I had just like dyed my hair a honey blonde color, and I work in Deep Ellum, so people are always like walking around and everything. And so I was going to my car, this girl just like starts to hug me as I pass her and her mom, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so cute. Like, this is so, like, it was so heartwarming. Like, it felt like a heart. Like, it felt like she loved me and I loved her. I was like, oh my God, like, this is so cool. This is so cute. I love this. She was just so sweet, and I'll never forget her, honestly, because I don't know, I guess I just look like somebody you could hug. And like, I love that it was from a child too, because they're so pure. I could cry right now thinking about it. But yeah, that was just like a really nice experience, and that's one of the reasons why I like working in Deep Ellum, because I feel like Deep Ellum has those heart moments, and it's just so Like, it's just so full of love. Like, I really do love Deep Ellum. Like, it's so cool. Next thing I wrote down was that I felt a little bit more insecure and was willing to hold on and give the style a chance. As much as I loved the hairstyle and I loved embracing different sides of myself, I still felt kind of insecure because, again, like I said, it was a 180 and like people were looking at me differently and they were perceiving me differently. Not everybody, but like it just kind of, I feel like it got worse after a point because I was really drowning. So it did really feel like everyone was just like out to get me. And I'm like, is it because of my hair or like, what is it? I mean, it's not because of my hair, but like, it's just like, what is going on? Like, this is not, I've never felt this before. So having short hair, I feel like kind of made it worse. And I'm like, I kind of feel insecure. This is kind of weird. Like, normally I feel secure in myself. I'm very like confident, or at least I'm like working on that. And so I'm like, why am I going backwards and feeling insecure and feeling like all these feelings that like I just thought I was over? I was willing to hold on and give the style a chance because I felt like maybe it's because like I just don't know, and like I just need to go through the situation so I can figure out how to make it better, because that's what I always do. Like, that's what I always do. So beginning stages don't really bother me because I know I'm gonna get better. Like, it just has to happen. Like, it has to happen. It's embarrassing. It's like, you know, you got to learn. So like, it's going to be hard, but like, in order to get to where you want to be, you have to go through that. So I was willing to go through it, but after a certain while, I'm like, maybe I just like long hair right now and I just want to channel back into that. So that's why we're wearing long hair right now. My next thing I wrote down, and we're going to get through these kind of quickly because I feel like this episode is kind of getting long and I do have a lot more to talk about, and I don't want to make another episode, a part 2, unless I could, but like I really wanted to get this all in one episode. Y'all don't care. Okay, so I wrote talk about wearing scarves. So after I dyed my hair and I let my hair just be the way it was, its natural color, for around like 2 months, I decided I wanted to dye it. And this is my first time dyeing my hair, and I just wanted to try something different. Really, when I like first dyed my hair, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like try like all these different colors and see like how they look on me. Like, I was so excited to dye it. So this was like, you know, I kind of wanted to go a more natural route, so that's why I chose honey blonde. Along with the dye, I also tried to attempt to cut my own hair with my own clippers. So I went to Walmart and I got some clippers and I just went away with cutting, even though I knew nothing about clippers. I knew nothing about how to do it. And I feel like the more I do it, the better I'll get, because it's kind of like vacuuming. Like, it's like mowing the lawn. I feel like the clipper job that I did wasn't that, you know, obviously it's my first time doing it. So I feel like I was unsure if like I cut it correctly and if everything was even and like if it actually looked good. But at the end of the day, like, it was a good hairstyle. But like, since I felt like it was uneven, I was starting to wear scarves, and I kind of wanted to experiment with scarves anyway. It was kind of becoming like a part of my work uniform. So yeah, I started wearing scarves and it was just really fun. I had like this one that I would always wear. It's like this cheetah scarf, and it's just like, I love that version of me. Like, it's so cute. Like, I just learned how to wrap a scarf into like a cute little like figurine. It wasn't even a figurine. It was just like a little like bun thing. But at the same time, I was really just waiting for my hair to grow back so then I could like cut my hair more even and like just fix it basically. And then in doing so, I just kept wearing scarves. And then I was like, well, maybe I should just keep my hair short, but like wear wigs now, because like I always want to like change my hairstyle every now and again and just experience something different. Because you guys, just like a snake, I need to shed skin and I need to evolve, because that is the only way I'm gonna get better and like look better and feel better and be where I want to be. So I feel like it's kind of a time to change. That's why I was trying to go into wearing wigs again, but also wearing scarves was a different switch up as well within the short hairstyle journey, because I just wasn't just like wearing my hair. Like, I had options on how to like style my hair instead of just like waking up and it's just like my hair and with some edges, you know, like I try to like mix it up. But anyways, I'll quickly touch on this. My dyeing experience was overall good. I feel like I did an uneven job in some areas, but at the same time, like, I feel like, again, this is my first time doing it, so obviously it's not going to look perfect, but I feel like it didn't look horrible. Like, it didn't look horrible. I feel like if you really just stared at my hair, then you could like see all the differences, or if I pointed it out, then you'd be like, oh yeah, and then this, but at, first look, even first impression, like, you would probably tell that there's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, for me, I like to feel secure in knowing that, like, just in case someone is trying to point out something bad or off or wrong, then they can't, because I know how to do it. And for my first dyeing experience, I mean, it still turned out really great. That's why I continued with wearing it out, even though like it was kind of like uneven, but like I just loved it. Like, it was really cool, like dyeing my hair for the first time and like putting it on and researching. Like, that was just so fun. So I would definitely recommend anyone to dye their hair if you've never done it before, because it just opens up a whole new arena of things. Okay, I'm here to decorate my avatar. All right, this is a video game. I'm not about to be a noob. Hell no. See, that's where I feel like I was going backwards. Like, I feel like I was going backwards. I was becoming a noob again. I'm like, I am not a noob to this shit. Like, hell no. Like, why am I? No. So that's where I feel like I was. There we go. You guys, we always have full circle moments in this podcast. Okay. So if you ever like, is she ever gonna like make that make sense? Yes, I will. It'll get there. That's why it's called interesting nothings. Okay, because we go in circles, but like it makes sense at the end of the day. Okay, next point, talk about having to evolve my style. So yes, having short hair definitely, obviously, I look different overall, so wearing different items of clothing like hoodies versus a t-shirt versus a flannel, like just learning how I wanted to look was just fun. And that's one of the things I did like about having short hair, because like I was just learning about new things that I liked about myself. And honestly, that is just so fun. Like, I love finding things that I'm like, ooh, that's fucking me, and like that's just delicious, because it's me. Okay, is that like narcissistic? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to come off as anything of that sort, but I do love myself, so take with that as you will. I'm just confident, okay? Just like Demi Lovato, my bitch. My next point I said was talk about wanting to still dye it pink. Oh yeah, I still want to dye my hair pink, guys. Like, I'm wearing wigs and everything, but I still want to dye my hair pink. So really my plan is just to leave my hair short for a little bit, because I mean, at the end of the day, I do want to grow my hair out again and like learn my hair, but like the short hair days are not completely over. And honestly, I love how short it is, because it makes wearing wigs so much easier too. I don't have to like braid it up. It looks more natural, so it's a win-win. Okay, my next point, I said learning to balance feminine masculine, so kind of already touched on this. My next point I put was easy to wash / do my hair. So yeah, I like that part too. It just made washing easier, and to actually like do my hair, it didn't take that long, so that's something I also liked. And then next thing I said, felt like I was starting over in a lot of ways, wanted to come back. So yeah, I already touched on that too, because I feel like I was reverting back into being like a noob again, and that part, like, no, like that's not what we're doing. And so that's why I was like, yeah, let's start wearing our wigs. I'm like, you know what, enough time has passed. I need to get back into my hoe shit. I'm just kidding, not even my hoe shit, just getting back to long hair me, because I just missed that side of me, and I wanted to go back and see how I'm different. Also, I do have a face dermal now, so it's still like I'm a whole new person, because I have a face dermal with long hair. So again, we are still evolving, we're still changing, we are still always just shedding skin and becoming new. We only have a couple of points left, so if you're like, oh my god, when is this podcast gonna be over, I got you guys. Okay, we only got 2 more points. The next point I wrote down was talk about no regrets. It was a fun experience and would want to do it again. Yes, most definitely. That's why I still have my hair short right now, because I feel like I would want to do it again. Definitely want to do it again. And I love that whenever I do take off my wig at night, I can still kind of see that side of me. And I just love that. I just feel like I'm still both people while wearing my wig. And it's just fun, guys. I love to experiment. Like, it's just a new concoction. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely don't regret it. And I definitely learned a lot. And I'd rather have this experience than not have it. You know, we're on earth to experience. We're on earth to love. We're on earth to feel energy. We're on earth because this is a crazy coincidence phenomenon, and I'm not going to waste it doing who knows what the fuck. Okay, we're going to be in this hoe doing the shit that I want to do, and if I make mistakes, fuck it. If I go through the hardest times, fuck that too. If I'm really happy, I love that. Okay, let's be more grateful as we go through life, you guys, because this is a short amount of time that you have on earth. A short amount of time that you're going to be on earth, even though it feels like forever. But like, I'm even looking around right now and I'm like, wow, like I just appreciate everything that I have. And I love that I'm just on a continuous journey of learning. And that's amazing. It's amazing that I get to learn, even though it hurts, it stings, but always have hope, because if you're in a dark place right now, you will get out. Okay, it feels like you're not going to, but you really honestly just got to take that first step. You got to take the first step and keep doing the baby steps, even when it becomes hard and it becomes like you can't move your leg. It feels like you maybe have a broken leg, but you still got to keep moving, because then once you're able to really walk, and then once you're able to run, it's gonna go up. Like, that's just how life works. It's just gonna be hard at first. That's how we learn everything. So that's why, keep that determination. And I know it's hard, because even whenever I was in that state of mind, I'm like, as long as you know and believe that you'll get to wherever you want to go in life, you'll get there. You will get there. You will. Okay, you will. This is like turning into like a whole motivational podcast. But hey, Interested in Nothings is full of so many different things. You can take so many different things out of this. I just hope that you're enjoying this episode. Honestly, I have the last point, and this is really the most important one of them all. I said, talk about how I ultimately love myself through it all. And yes, guys, like throughout all of this, I know I just went on that motivational spiel, but like at the same time, hey, that's what was needed, because that is what I was trying to tell myself. I wish someone told that to me. I feel like I'm like so stubborn, because it's not even stubborn. Like, I was just so tired. Like, I couldn't push through. My self-discipline went low for the first time ever, and I'm like, no, I can't give up on myself again. Like, no, this is not happening. Like, what? I didn't even know I was doing it before, and now like I'm basically consciously doing it, and I'm like, no, like this is the first time. It feels like the first time, but it really isn't. But like, it feels like the first time, because I'm like, I never thought it would happen again. So yes, definitely through it all, I definitely just experienced a lot of self-love for myself. And like I said, I've learned and grown and experienced, it wasn't like I had it for a year though. So if I kept it up for a year, I feel like I would have a whole different, obviously I would have a lot more to say on this. But for the short amount of time I did have it, this is everything that I did learn. And like I said, I don't regret it. It was just fun, okay? And I like to have fun during life. All right. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. I'm sorry, I feel like it was all over the place. I feel like I was on track, and then like I kept bouncing around, but like really having short hair just meant a lot to me. Like, it definitely rocked my world. So I was trying to talk about different things about my life and everything, and I hope it all really made sense for you. Thank you guys again, like I said, for listening to this entire podcast. Definitely give this a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. I can't wait till I get more comments, you guys. I just can't wait to like interact with the community, and just if you have anything to say, definitely comment anything about this episode, anything that I talked about down below. Make sure to press subscribe subscribe if you're on YouTube, and give 5 stars if you're on any other podcast platform. I love you just as much. I love everybody. Okay, I love everybody. All right, well, this episode's kind of long and I'm about to go edit this. I will catch you guys in next week's episode. Bye, lovelies. I love you. I'm so sorry. This is going to be a pain in the ass to edit. This is so long, but so worth it. I love you. Okay. Mwah.